Welcome to my live call tonight, and it's with the question, what does patience have to do with my success? And for those of you that do not know me, I've been involved in network marketing for over 40 years. I started in this business totally broke. I even sold a junk truck to get started, put $200 into my business in the last 27 years. I've been full-time in network marketing. If that interests you, keep listening. Some things that I wanted to talk about is, what does patience have to do with our success? Patience is very important because, nobody likes delayed gratification, right? We want it, and we want it now. We're the generation that stands in front of the microwave and says, come on, but when we go into network marketing, it doesn't work right? We can say, come on, all we want, but it's going to come when it's supposed to come, right? So it's the principle of the law of growth, that I can sow a seed in the ground and I can shout at that seed all I want. I can throw that seed to the soil and say, come on, grow! What's the matter with you? I can do that. Is it really going to change anything? It's not. No matter how much I shout at it. It's going to be the process of germination, sunlight, rain, things like that, getting water, and that's going to make it grow. And even then, it's going to go through a process of growth, right? It's not going to go to instant maturity. And so the thing about it is, some people just get frustrated with that, but one thing I found is that when you sit down with a new prospect, if you just simply do an illustration, that's helpful. And you can do this on a board. You can copy it and put it in a slide if you want, or in a PowerPoint, or you can write it on the back of somebody's shirt that's sitting next to you at a restaurant while you're talking to your friend, right? Or do a napkin presentation. Hey, here's how it goes, basically, all right? And that is that I want people to be patient, and that is have at least a 3-year plan, right? In other words, just understand that things take time to grow, and help the person to understand that it is going to take a little time, right? And so basically, this is how it goes, and this is how it goes. And this is one, and you're seeing this as it is. I remember to flip the screen this time. And this is your time. This is your time. And this is your money. This is your money. Okay? So this is the reality of how it really works in network marketing. That when people get started, this is where we start. This is our first year, second year, third year. First year, second year, third year. So the first year we come in, we're in that period of time, what we're trying to do is build a foundation and start getting our team put together where it's really moving, it's really growing, and things are really happening. We could look at it like a building, right? A lot of the work goes into the foundation. I'm speaking to you in this addition that we did to our house. We bought an original house, and then we did a 6,500 square foot addition. And I remember when so much of the work was all foundation. I was like, when's this thing going to happen, right? That's right. Foundation period is very important because that's the period of time you're identifying those who talk about it and those who are really going to do something with it. In other words, the people who walk the talk. And it takes a little time to do that. Some will say they're going to do it, they're going to work it, they're going to run with it, and they don't. And then you find those that finally are doing it, they're showing it by their activity. So that's what we call the foundational period. And that's a very important part of it in that first year. And you see right here with this, you're putting, look at your time, look at your money. Look at your money. Now I want to make a point here. Even at that, I can tell you that in my third year, when I started 21 years ago, I was making over $5,000 a month. That was 21 years ago. I didn't even own a computer. I just had a phone and a list. I didn't bring in a downline from a previous company. I had to start all over again, right? And so the thing was, but here's the thing. So that money, even though that's small in comparison to the time, that can be enough money so that, you're free. You don't have to have a job. You can continue to work this business from your home, just like Donald Trump is telling everybody to do, right? Find a way to work from home, right? Well, back 21 years ago, that's exactly what I did. And so this working at home stuff, I've been doing that for a long time, for decades. So the thing is, but that's that period of time, and it's in this period of time that some people, because they don't understand this, they quit. They just think, oh, it's just not happening, it's not going to happen. No, they don't understand the principle of the law of growth. And just like I said, you can put a seed out onto the ground, we can shout at that seed as much as we want to shout, but it's only going to grow when it's going to grow, because there are laws of growth. Those laws were put in place by our Creator. And that's the way it works that way with everything. And then even when it starts to germinate, it's going to take time before it ever moves to maturity and then to fruition, where you can actually harvest something out of it that has great value for you. And that's the way it's going to be in this space, because this is where you're identifying those who are really going to run with it. They're not going to talk about it, they're going to run with it, okay? That's your foundation period. Now I want to make another point too. Let's do a parallel point too. And I was thinking about this today. This is also true in your social media. It's also true in your social media. Some people, they want to just, they think that network marketing is so easy because all you got to do is have a Facebook account, right? And then just start posting stuff on your page about your product, about your opportunity. And sure, everybody's going to see it. And how many billions of people are on Facebook? Of course they're going to join you. Of course you're going to have incredible wealth. Well, we all know that's not true. It doesn't work that way. But a lot of people just don't know how to use Facebook. And what happens is they make some meager attempts. They do a few Facebook Lives. They do a few, some postings, but they're not consistent. When they do it, they might be very good. I want you to understand something. Being spectacular every now and then is not as good as being average, but you're consistent. You're putting out average value, but you're consistent. I'm going to tell you, I had a man reach out to me, and he's been following me for some time, and strong leader in another company, very strong leader. And he, he's really into marketing and things like that. He's very strong in what he does. But you know what? He reached out and said, hey, I want to go with you. I want to work with you. Now think about it. He's been watching. It's only been because I'm consistent. Now I want you to understand something. in your first year, and I encourage people, by the way, to work their warm market. Warm market is immediate return for the time that you put in. That's the return. Warm market is immediate. Social media falls under the law of growth. It also takes time. It also takes time. And then you're doing one live, another live. I watch another leader. He gets 25 views on his lives. 25 views I was checking the other day. Such a sweet guy. You know, but God bless his soul, he's so freaking consistent. And I promise you, if he's consistent and he continues to be consistent, he's going to do very well. Because it's all about consistency. It's not about being an entertainer. It's not about being, you know, someone special. Matter of fact, people are looking for the opposite. They're looking for something that's relatable. Relatable to who? To them. And people that are spectacular, they're all dolled up. It looks like Hollywood. It's so planned and so entertaining. It might be entertaining, but, you know, how believable is it for them that they can do this? So I want you to understand that, first of all, you do not have to make a lot of money in network marketing to do Facebook Lives and postings on your page to attract people to you. So don't feel like you're some, you know, fake person. You're not a fake person. You're a person that is teaching what is true. You're teaching what you believe. You're teaching things that empower others, and it's been empowering you. There's nothing hypocritical about that, okay? So some people, again, they think, well, if I get to that pin level, then I'm going to start showing up on Facebook differently. No, you're never going to get to that income level because your page says a lot about you. It really does. So I'm using that as a parallel example of the law of growth, you know, the time it takes to build a network marketing business. And I don't mean it in the sense of that you know, that it's going to be slow for you in social media. It might be. But again, when we use this example, and again, when people join us, first thing I tell leaders are make a list. Matter of fact, I had a call yesterday about this, and this man had this idea. He said, I'm going to just post on my page and announce to everybody what I'm going to do. That is, what I'm going to do, what he's going to do in his network marketing company that he just joined. I said, no, don't do that. That will be a disaster. Are these your warm market people? Yeah, they're my warm market people. Don't do that. You'll ruin it. Because you just put everybody on alert. You just join one of those companies. And then they're going to go to Google to research, and does Google ever give us good reviews? Not really. So the thing about it is, what we have to understand is that warm market is where it's at. And even if you find somebody in Facebook, wherever you find them on a social media platform, you want to tap into their warm market. Warm market is where you fly. You fly and you thrive in a warm market. What we have to understand is in network marketing, it's slow. It's slow because you have to be consistent. People get impatient. They expect too much too soon, and then they quit posting. They quit doing lives. They just think, it doesn't work. So it does work, but just understand that when you start your network marketing business, if at all possible, have a warm market list. Those people that you've met in your lifetime, reach out to those people because you got credibility with them. You can fly with those people. But going back to this, when we look at our networking, and this is also true when you do your social media, things take time. Again, with warm market, that money will happen quickly. In marketing, the network marketing, that takes time. It doesn't happen overnight, but it's important that you be consistent. And just understand, you're going to spend time, months, and all that thinking, why in the world am I doing this? And then next thing you know, you get a phone call from somebody or a message from somebody that says, I want to work with you. You know, your chemistry, your personality, I like what you do. I like the way you present yourself. I like the way you believe. I like the way you teach. I'm comfortable with it. And it's all because, and then you're thinking, wow, this person's been watching me, following me. Yes. Let me ask you friends this. You don't know how much money I make in network marketing because I never tell you, and I never will. You don't know whether I make $100, $1,000, $100,000 a month, or whatever, or $1 million a month. You don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you can teach principles of success, anybody will follow you if you are consistent. It doesn't matter about your pin rank in your company. It doesn't matter about your income. It's about who you are. You sell you before you sell your opportunity. You sell you before you promote your product. You are what they are buying. And if they join you, not your company, they'll stay with you for a lifetime. That's a fact. And now let's look at year 2. So year 2, look at your time, look at your money. Woo, now it's changed, right? Yeah, look at how the money has grown and less time. What's happening here? What's happening here is in the beginning, sure, we say that this business is residual income, right? Residual income. We talk that it's an opposite of people who are in linear income, people that are trading time for money, so to speak. Well, really, in the beginning, that's what we are doing. We are putting a lot of time in. We are trading time and maybe not getting so much money, right? But now we start seeing the shift. We start seeing that more of our income now is becoming residual and it's less time. That's right, less time. And that's also true in your social media. You're going to see that eventually a lot of what you do is repetitive. You repurpose content. How many of you go to memories and say, today I just can't think of anything to talk about. Well, I'm going to go to memories and see what I talked about a year ago or 5 years ago. And there's a lot of value there, and people never paid attention to it when you posted it a year ago, 5 years ago. In other words, you're not spending so much time on coming up with new content. You're repurposing content. You might be coming up with some new content, but really it's not a lot of it. You're not spending a lot of time on it anymore, but your money's growing. That's the point. And even in your warm market that you worked your first year, a lot of those people here that grew, that created your income, now they have their own teams that are growing. You're not sponsoring much anymore. Yes, you built a network, and you built a net worth, because your network is your net worth, and now it's grown. And then look at your third year. Look at your time. Oh my gosh, look at your money. I'm going to tell you, this is reality. This is not fantasy. This has worked for a lot of people in a lot of different companies, okay? Not just me. See, that is a result of people in your team that you have supported, people in your team that you have helped, people in your team that you have encouraged. And now, as a result, they have duplicated everything you've done so well. And that's the reason why you're earning that kind of money. Let me tell you, ladies, that's a mall. Let me tell you, guys, that's a golf course. It's whatever you want to be. It's whatever you want to have. It's what you want to buy in network marketing. It could be your dream house. Yes, of course, it's your dream house. On the other hand, there were some people, they say, hey, I just want to get out and do a mission. I want to do something special. And, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. The point is, it's your dream realized. And that's the important thing. But just understand that when you use this illustration, and I've done this many times with people, I said, listen, I want you to understand this thing doesn't happen overnight. I want you to commit to me a period of time that you won't complain, you won't get negative. Understand that it won't be easy, because I'm telling you right up front, anything great is not easy. If it's easy, it's not great. And if you can commit to this, I'm going to show you this on paper, and if that makes sense to you, then I think we're going to work together great. And you're going to love what you're going to get out of this. And that's when I draw them something like this. And they visually get it. And I say, okay, that's it. Look at your time, your first year, look at your money. That's where most people quit right there. But even at that, right there, that was enough money to keep me going full time in network marketing, and that was 21 years ago. And then I saw how it grew and how it grew. If I showed you years 4, 5, 6, I'm going 21 years now. Could you imagine that graph going 21 years? And I'll tell you that yes, I do put some time. I really do. I really do. And the money is simply a reward. Here's the thing that we need to understand. Your income will be in proportion to how many people you have helped. To how many people you've helped. If you want to make a lot of money, help a lot of people. I one time called a man in my downline. I was talking to him. This was back in the 1990s. And he was complaining. He said, I only made $200. That was my check, $200. I said, really? Wow. How many people did you help? No one. I said, well, then the company paid you too much money. 200. He wasn't even worth $200. Yes, your income is going to be in proportion to how many people you help. So I want you to think about that. Really, things take time. It takes time to build a team. When you're generating your income through warm market, which is what you should, and later you're going into network marketing, understand your marketing in Facebook or Instagram, whatever you choose, or LinkedIn. That takes time too. Don't get impatient with it. Just understand it is slower because they don't know you. You got to brand yourself. Brand means, who are you? When people go to your page, what do they see? And that's what you're selling. You're selling you. You sell yourself before you sell your opportunity. People buy you. And so later you will move into that. But in the beginning with new people, no way, man. I want them working their warm market. I want to get them in the money. They need to. I want them experiencing that as soon as they can, because I want them for a lifetime. I don't want them for a month. I don't want them for 6 months or a year. I want them for a lifetime. But they need to understand the principle of the law of growth, that things take time. So I hope that was helpful tonight to you. And yeah, Eden says wax on, wax off. I love that. Yes, Karate Kid movie. That's right. Yeah, the basics always sell, don't they? I mean, the basics are what it's all about. You cannot replace that with autoresponders and email campaigns and things like that. At the end of the day, again, it comes back to you. Who are you? Because that's what you're really selling. And a lot of people don't get that. They focus too much on their product, and then they don't develop themselves. And some have the thinking, fake it till you make it, right? Fake it till you make it. Well, that doesn't work. You can't be a fake person. You got to make a commitment to say, you know what? I suck at a lot of things, but at least I know it. Now I can change it, because I'm going to get around people who are going to help me. Not a bad idea. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody sucks, okay? We suck until we get good. And we suck at good until we get great. And we suck at great until we become so unstoppable and excellent. So that's the thing that we have to do, is just realize that you sell you. And if you feel like you are not enough, then okay, at least you know it. But do you have to stay that way? No, you don't. You don't. You have to be a patient person. And understand that the law of growth also applies to your own personality growth, your personal growth. And we've said this before, that network marketing is simply a personal growth program with a compensation plan attached to it. It's really true. You want to make more money? Start having more personal growth, because you'll never be paid more than your growth. So if you really want to make more money, focus on growth. The money will follow. The money will chase you. The money will overtake you, especially when you take your growth and you impact others. Impact before income. Impact before income. And when you impact others with your growth, then they start growing. That's the law of growth. And we have to have patience. Again, it's just like my son, my youngest, he's 11 years old. I remember when he was a baby. He's growing up. I'm thinking, oh, he's growing up. Oh, this sucks. I don't want this going. I don't want this happening too fast, right? I want to enjoy this. Well, time doesn't wait, right? And it's true with your business. Time doesn't wait. So the thing is, just realize that you've got to grow. So connect to those people who are going to influence you. Like Jim Rohn said, you'll be no greater than the 5 people that you spend most of your time with. So think about that. Who are you connecting with? And that you can connect with those people online, by the way. You may not be able to have or afford Tony Robbins as a coach, but you can plug into all his audios. That's growth. That's your influencer, right? I can remember a long time ago, that's how he changed my life back in 1993 when I was broke. And I listened to Unlimited Power. I thought, man, I am so broke. I'm nothing. And all I would do is listen to his tapes. And he just cleaned up my thinking. So those are the things that we can do. And again, when you grow, so does your income. And it's also so awesome the way it impacts others because they take notice of you. So thanks for getting on this call tonight. It has been fun. And I look for you. Let me see. What is today? Good grief. I forgot. Oh, yeah, it's Tuesday. So I'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday, right? Anyway, thanks for joining tonight. It's been awesome. If you got value out of this, share it. Again, you want to impact your team? That's the way to do it. Share information, share things that will encourage them. Everyone, have a wonderful night. It's been great speaking with you tonight. Love you all. Bye-bye.